Thomas walked the rail lines, preaching to the camps. He carried a Bible and a bedroll, and he slept beside the lamps. He knew the names of every worker on the line from here to state, and he held their hands on Sundays and on work days held their weight. He buried 2 men in Nevada in the summer of July. He said a prayer in English and then tried his best in Cantonese. He didn't know the words right, but the Lord knew what he meant. And the men who watched him try it said it was the best of any spent. Railroad gospel ain't the kind they preach inside the church. It's got mud on both its boots, and it knows how hard work hurts. It meets you where the whistle blows and where the timber falls. Railroad gospel's the kind of faith that answers when you call. He wrote a letter to his bishop, said the work out here's real. The men need bread more often than they need a Sunday zeal. He never got a letter back, but kept on walking west. Some callings don't need answers, just the will to do your best. They laid the last spike somewhere out in Utah, golden bright. And Brother Thomas wasn't there, he died the previous night. Some nameless worker carved a cross above a desert stone, and the railroad kept on going past the place he called his own. Railroad gospel, now that's the kind of grace that doesn't wait for churches. It just meets you in your place. It meets you where the whistle blows and where the timber falls. Railroad gospel's the faith that walks with you through all. He rode a truck instead of horses. His back won't take a saddle now. He parks outside the feed store, walks in careful, walks in slow. His hands are like old leather, every finger tells a tale. He orders what he ordered in 1968. The girl behind the counter is somebody's granddaughter. He knows he doesn't know her name, but he knew her grandfather's. He worked 3 ranches with that man back when the land was wide, before the fences cut the country and the cattle went inside. The old cowboy comes to town, not much to say. He tips his hat to ghosts of people who have moved away. He carries 70 years like saddlebags on tired bones. The old cowboy comes to town, but he don't stay long. walks past the hardware, where the barber shop once stood. He remembers getting haircuts as a child in that same wood. He doesn't mourn for what it was. He's not that kind of man. He just notes the changing quietly, the way old people can. He stops to watch two children playing in the courthouse square. Something in their laughter brings the young man back from somewhere. He smiles at them and they smile back, not knowing what they've done. They're giving him the afternoon and the way it should be done. The old cowboy comes to town, tips his hat goodbye, drives back to that empty ranch beneath the wide blue sky. He carries 70 years like saddlebags on tired bones. The old cowboy comes to town, and then he goes back home. Loon Chick. I left Tulsa on a Tuesday with a duffel bag and chain. My boots were worn to nothing and the weather matched my name. The judge gave me 5 winters and I served everyone. Now I'm walking toward a sunrise I ain't sure I've earned. My daddy worked the oil fields till the oil fields took his back. My mama wrote me a letter that she folded up in stacks. I never did write back enough, I know that now for true. Some regret you carry like a stone inside your shoe. The long road back to Tulsa ain't the same road that I left. Every mile is a memory, every stop is one more test. I don't know what's waiting when I reach that county line, but I'm walking back to Tulsa, and I'm trying to be fine. I passed a diner outside Sapulpa where a woman poured me coffee black. She didn't ask me nothing, and then I didn't look her back. Some kindness comes from strangers who have seen a broken man. They don't need your whole story, just to lend a quiet hand. The fields are brown in February, the sky's a pale, sad gray, but there's smoke above a farmhouse about a half a mile away. And if that's still my mama's chimney, Lord, I hope she lets me in. I ain't asking to be forgiven, just to start this thing again. The final long road back to Tulsa ends right here at this front door. I left a boy full of running, coming back a man that's worn. I don't know what's waiting when she hears me knock and call, but I'm standing back in Tulsa, and I'm ready for it all. My grandfather bought 40 acres with his 2 hands and his word. He raised 3 sons and 7 cows and never spoke a curse. He believed in God and rainfall and the goodness of hard dirt. And he died the way he lived, boys, without a great deal of hurt. My father kept those 40 acres through the drought years, and the debt he sold the cattle one by one, and never showed regret. He'd wake before the roosters, and he'd work past the last light, and he'd sit out on the porch swing till the fireflies said goodnight. 40 acres and a broke down dream ain't as little as the bankers think it seems. Every stone here in this field was turned by someone's hand, and there's more than just the topsoil holding up this land. I tried to keep those 40 acres when the market took the floor. I took a loan in January and a second loan in March. By summer I was bleeding, and by autumn I was lost. And I learned what all the old men knew about what farming costs. Now I'm standing in the north field where my grandfather once stood, and I'm talking to the red clay like a man who knows he should. I say forgive me for the years I thought that money was the seed. The land just keeps on listening, it don't ask me what I need. 40 acres and a broke down dream means more to me now than I thought it ever mean. Every stone here in this field was turned by someone's hand, and I'll keep turning them till I can't, and pray my son understands. She wrote me 7 letters in the fall of '63. I keep them in the glove box of my 1950 Ford. I've read them so many times, the paper's soft as skin, and I know every word by heart, but I read them now and then. She said she'd wait forever, but forever has a shelf. I shipped to Fort Benning, and she married someone else. I don't hold that against her, understand that to be true. A woman shouldn't have to wait for what a war might do. Letters in the glove box, faded blue ink on white. Her handwriting was careful, like she knew I'd need it right. She put her heart in cursive on those 7 little pages, and I've been driving with them now across the years and ages. I drove through Chattanooga just to see the river bend. I wasn't looking for her, just the town where she had been. I stopped and had a coffee, and I watched the water flow. Some things you don't go back for, you just need to let them go. I'm older than her father, was the last time that I called. My hands are stiff and winning, and I walk a little slow. But when I'm on the highway and the radio plays old, I reach inside that glove box just to know she's still below. Fighters in the glove box, that's where she'll always be. 7 faded pages between the past and me. She put her heart in cursive on those 7 little pages. Now I'll carry them till this old truck finally stops and ages. Walked through those iron gates when I was 22 years old. The warden shook my hand and said, "Boy, do what you're told." He wasn't mean about it, just a man inside a job. I was just a kid from Abilene who made a choice gone wrong. I mopped the floors on Tuesday, and I worked the kitchen line. I read the Bible cover twice, and then I read it at night. A preacher came on Sundays with a voice like rolling hills. He said grace ain't earned by suffering, but it sure does pay the bills. The warden knew my name, yeah, he knew it cold and clear. He called it every morning for 11 years. Every time with a quiet, steady shame. Now I'm out here in the free world, and I'm learning my own name. There was a man named Ellis Pruitt doing life for something dark, but he carved the most beautiful horses out of wood left from the yard. He gave me one before I left and said, "Boy, don't look back." Keep it on my dashboard like a prayer against the past. My sister kept my room for me, God bless her patient soul. She left the window cracked a bit so the room wouldn't grow old. I slept 12 hours the first night, and I cried the next 2 mornings. Then I called the preacher's number, and I asked him about warnings. The warden knew my name, but he don't know me now. I'm learning who I am outside those walls somehow. I answered every morning with a quiet, steady shame. Now I'm building something different, and it starts with my own name. On a town of 400 and a gas pump and a bar, Saturday rolls in like thunder on the long-remembered scar. The farmers come down early and the cowboys come down late, and everyone's pretending that their life ain't second-rate. Old Rita's at the corner booth. She's been there 30 years, nursing the same loneliness inside a different bed. She danced with every man in here when she was young and new. Now she watches the young ones and remembers what they'll do. Dust Town Saturday night, everybody's halfway gone. Jukebox playing Heartbreak and the lights are hanging low. This is where the stories come to rest their weary bones. Dust Town Saturday night is the closest thing to home. A trucker came through in October with tattoos up his arms. He bought around for everyone and told us about farms. He'd once had land in Georgia, but he lost it to bad luck. Now he rides the whole country in a Peterbilt truck. By midnight, half the bar is crying into different drinks, and everyone's a philosopher about what failure thinks. But there's something true and honest in the way these people hurt. Like the land they're farming, even sorrow breaks to dirt. Fine town Saturday night, everybody's halfway real. This is where the wounds come out when they've forgotten how to heal. This is where the stories come to rest their weary bones. Dust Town Saturday night, Lord, I'm glad I'm not alone. My grandfather was a coal man, never knew another trade. blackened up his lungs for us and never was afraid. He'd come home in the evenings with the mountain in his skin, and my grandmother would wash him till he looked like kin again. My father left the mountain for a factory in the south. He said he'd seen enough of coal to keep it from his mouth. He built engines for a living, and he built us from his will. But every summer we drove back to that West Virginia hill. One more mountain, Lord, is all I'm asking. One more morning with the fog down in the trees. One more reason to keep up what I'm carrying. One more mountain, that's all I need. I got a boy of 6 years old. He's never seen a hill. He thinks that flat land is the world. I can't begrudge him still, but someday I'm gonna take him to that county where we're from and show him where his great-grandfather did everything he had to come. They've closed the mines now mostly, and the town is mostly gone. But the mountain doesn't know it, and the mountain carries on. It doesn't need our history to remember how to stand. He was there before our people, and it'll outlast every plan. One more mountain, Lord, is all I'm asking. Let me show my boy the place that made his blood. Let him see the morning over Mingo County. One more mountain, Lord, is all I've got. Boom shit. He drove off in September with a speech about his dreams. She stood there in the driveway till his taillights hit the trees. She went inside and fed the kids and cooked a pot of beans, and didn't let them see her cry. That wasn't what she'd need. She took a job at Deloni's markets, stacking cans. She learned to fix the furnace, and she learned to drive a van. She told the kids their daddy loved them, told herself it too. Some lies become the truth in time, if you need them to. The woman who stayed didn't get a song for years. No one wrote a verse about the quiet frontier, but she held up every wall inside that little house. The woman who stayed was the strongest one about. Her daughter grew to be a nurse in Knoxville, Tennessee. Her son came back and bought a piece of land nearby. She doesn't talk about the years before she found her way. She just says the Lord gave her what she needed day by day. He wrote a letter from New Mexico when she was 63. She read it on the back porch with a cup of evening tea. She put it in a drawer and said a prayer for his foolish soul, and went inside and called her daughter with that was on. The woman who stayed got a song right here and now. She earned it in the silence, and she earned it in the plow. No one wrote a verse about the quiet frontier, but I'm writing one for her tonight, so everybody hears. Dome check. I stole a car in Memphis in the spring of '84. Not for nothing glamorous, I needed to get somewhere more. I was 18 and stupid, and the road looked like a door. I drove until the gas ran out somewhere in Missouri shore. The farmer found me sleeping in a ditch beside the road. He didn't call the sheriff's son, he offered me his home. He said I looked familiar, like a boy he used to know. He fed me eggs and didn't ask me where I had to go. Highway 61 confession, Lord, I made my share. Stealing rides and stealing time from people who were there. But grace came out of nowhere on a gravel county road, when a stranger fed a sinner and then let the sinner go. I worked his farm 3 weeks to pay for what I'd taken wrong. I fixed his fences, hauled his hay, and learned a working song. He handed me some money when I said I had to leave. He said, boy, just pay it forward when somebody else is need. I returned the car by midnight to a parking lot in town. Left the keys inside the visor and I didn't make a sound. I walked back to the highway and I stuck my thumb out true. I've been paying it forward ever since, it's all that I can do. Highway 61 confession, I made peace with mine. Not because I earned it, but because somebody was kind. Grace came out of nowhere on the gravel county road, and I've been trying to be that stranger every mile since on this road.